Well, welcome Year 7. You should now have watched the Soundtrap video on how to edit using Piano Roll View. And I'm going to use that Piano Roll View to edit a medieval song, which is in our topic area. The song's name is Orientis Partibus, and for the moment I've just left it on a classical guitar type sound. So this is how the song sounds. Okay, a sweet little tune. Now what we're going to do is double click and you can see then the piano roll view. But those little dots are a little bit small for me, and you can notice at the top it goes from bar 1 straight to 3. So we can make that go bigger using the plus button on the bottom right hand side. So I'm going to take that out probably to about there, go back to the beginning of the piece. And I can see now in bar 1 I have 4 crotchets. 1, 2, 3, 4. So each of these mini squares represents a quaver in the way I've set it out. And this one here therefore would be a minim because it's twice as long, worth 2 beats. So as you watched in the initial editing video on Soundtrap, you can change the notes really easily by clicking on them and simply moving them up and down. Okay, there they go. Now this particular piece is in what we call the Mixolydian mode, which means the notes G, A, B, C, D, E, F and G. So the starting note for this one really does have to be a G. You don't really want to change that. But the other notes can be changed to any of the white keys in theory, and it should work reasonably well. Just avoid going onto the black keys. So I'll just show you what I mean. So this particular note is the note A. So I could change that if I wanted to a B. It would not be good though to change it to a B flat, okay, which is actually that note there. So let's change that to a B and just switch them around and change that one to an A. So the tune is now changed. And then that could be changed again. So what I'm going to do in this particular one, I'm going to click on the second of the notes. I'm actually going to delete it completely. Move the bar out of the way. I'm going to extend that one so it's a longer note. So I simply dragged that out. So let's see what the tune now sounds like. Okay, so my edit has started. Now your job is going to be to edit the whole of the melody. And after that, I'm going to show you in a second video how to add a second line, which we call the organum line, which is harmony part. So if I just show you a little bit more, I can easily delete notes if I want to take them out, just by clicking on them, pressing delete. Or if I use the pencil function over here, I can put a note back in, but of course I can put it anywhere. So I'm actually going to go down to the G down there. You will notice one other bit of information. If I click on a note at random, oops, I've got to be careful because I left the pencil on. Aha, how do I get rid of that then? Well, I'll go back to my pointer tool and then I can simply press delete on the note. So if I click on that, it says B3, which is the note B in the 3rd octave, but it also tells me how loud the note is. That's what the velocity means. Actually, it means how fast you strike the note. And it is at 80 and 127 is at its very loudest. So you could actually change those a bit more advanced using the velocity key there. You can see the tail and you can change how loud each individual note is if you want to. But that's not really the job for today. The job for today is to change up your melody. The only thing I would say you have to do has to have a G at the beginning and it has to, oops, very easy. And get to the end, it has to have G at the end. Otherwise, you can use any note you wish. Enjoy.